equality and the ability to do this and the right to do that, right? They've been fighting for this opportunity to make more money. So when you have a group of people that are fighting so hard to make a certain kind of money or get certain type of opportunities, and they actually get it, black men are looking at these women like, yo, they're actually getting what they're asking for. They're actually getting what they're demanding. And are black men fighting for something? Are black men fighting? No, they're not doing shit. So the difference between black men and black women, where they actually are presently, is black women are literally fighting tooth and nail to get more of whatever it is they want. And black men, according to what philosophical said, are content with where they are. And that is the biggest problem. So you got one group of people that are content with where they are. And you got another group of people who are just like, yo, I want to make more money and I'm fighting to make more money. And I need my mate to make more money also. So black men, especially on YouTube, are like threatened by the future of what black women are going to end up looking like 5 years from now. So it's not really a thing that's happening now. It's a thing that may happen 5 years from now. So it's like, so they can't control them now. They damn sure ain't gonna be able to control them 5 years from now if they keep going at this rate. Because at some point, black women are going to start making more money or as much money as black men, and then they ain't gonna know what the hell to do because it started now. So I think that's the reason why they're so mad and upset by make more money, because they literally don't want to make more money.
So let me ask you this though. Is there a reason for such requests? I get it. You know, they've been fighting for all these things to change and they've been elevating themselves and society by winning these fights.
Winning the fights.
Yes. But why? Like, what is the end goal to, hey, look, black man, make more money? What is at the other end of that?
It's simple. If we make more money, we'll overall be able to stay together, because that's the first thing. What is the main reason why marriages fall apart?
I would say number one reason, according to the last time I looked at it, was finances.
Finances. So if men made more money, women will become less frustrated. Women would actually, if men made more money, women would be totally okay with letting the man take control of things. If men make more money, men and women will be happier. And now, of course, it's always some stupid woman who's going to turn around and divorce a man because she woke up on the wrong side of the bed and put him on child support. It's always stuff like that, you know. So a lot of these women are stupid, right? So I understand there's some stupid ass women out here who will literally screw your whole marriage up simply because she's on her period or some shit. So I do understand that. But overall, if men made more money, remember, and women have been fighting to make more money, so they are somewhat mentally on the same page as wanting more, where this would end would be there will be more healthy families because the ambition is there. See, it's not about the making of money. It's about the want to make more money. I'm going to say that one more time. Hold on. I'm going to say that one more time. It's not about the making of more money, where it's like, how much money you want me to make? It's about the want to make more money. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this. You heard the saying, more money, more problems, right?
That's
as a rap artist who
I understand that, but
hold on. I'm gonna go somewhere.
That's the broke-minded behavior by having that. See, more money, more problems. You can only say that once you get the more money and the more problems. That's the reason why I pause right there. I'm gonna say it again. The more money, more problems mindset can only be talked about by the person that actually has the more money and has the more problem. Broke niggas can't be talking about more money, more problems, because you don't know what the hell happens when you get more money. So you broke dudes, shut the hell up when it comes to more money and more problems, because you niggas don't know.
All right. So what the reason why I said more money, more problems is because I was leaning towards the concept that, and I'm glad you brought up the number one cause of divorce being finances.
Mm-hmm.
If we actually was taking a deeper look into that, is it safe to say because of the financial issues, because they're not making, the man is not making more money or not making enough money, or they're mishandling the finances that they do? They probably have enough money to sustain a successful relationship. It's just that both parties aren't being wise with how they use the finances. An example, getting in debt, you know what I'm saying? Making stupid purchases with the money,
That
allowing family members to come in and borrow money from the household, getting into situations, gambling, and all these other things that can make up the issue of it being the number one cause of divorce being finance. Can we actually say that it's because they're not making more money, or just because it's misusing, not using finances, your finances correctly and within a relationship?
Well, that's a totally different conversation because the women said, can black men make more money? They didn't say, can black men manage their money better? So
Well,
hold on,
I
hold
know
on,
it's a
hold on, hold
totally
on,
different
hold on, hold
conversation, but
on,
I was talking
hold
about,
on.
I was
I get it, I
responding
get
to the
it.
number one.
Hold on. I get what you're saying, but I'm looking at the actual topic, not the more money, more problems. I'm looking at the actual topic, which is black women want black men to make more money. And you're somewhat trying to move the goalpost by saying
You
black
said number one cause of divorce was finances.
that because you asked me a specific question. You said, what is the end goal to men making or women wanting men to make more money? And I literally said, if they had more money, the men will actually get what they want and put women in a position where if they want to work, they can work. If they don't want to work, they don't have to work. Because like with me, any woman I'm with, if she wants to work, cool. If she doesn't want to work, you can do some other stuff, but you got to do something. But the need to work, my ex-wife or any woman I dealt with, if they come home and say, I hate my job is trash, my job is just, I just say, just quit and just find something else and take your time looking for something else. So that feeling that I don't have to be here. Do you remember on Everybody Hates Chris, where her husband, I think, worked two jobs, and she'll be at work like, my husband said this. I ain't got to work here. Look, say one more thing. I quit this bitch. I don't care because my husband got my back. That feeling of safety, that feeling of security, that feeling of reassurance, where a woman is having a bad day at work and she's like, I hate this job. And that feeling of, I ain't got to be in this bitch. I can leave if I want to. That feeling of security is what women are looking for. So it's not really about bills.
Hold on. But that security only comes under the understanding that both agree that such actions can be taken if you're feeling remorse or if you're feeling agitated at work. Because if I'm in a relationship with a woman and I'm having a conversation about how we're gonna move when we don't like where we work, should we just quit? And I'm the leader, I'm the provider. Hey, if you feeling agitated, quit. If that's the understanding and we brought that to the table and we created those expectations early on, then yeah. But I don't know a lot of men that's out here that's saying, hey, look, baby, if you don't like where you work at, quit, I got it.
What's wrong? Why? Just a question, why?
Why what?
What would be in the way of that man saying that? Is not his belief system or he doesn't make enough money? Which one?
No, what I'm saying is I don't think that's the understanding going into the relationship.
Which one is the biggest issue? Him not making enough money to take care of everything if she does quit, or his mindset of you shouldn't quit a job because you'll be a quitter? Why did you say that?
No, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I'm asking why you made that statement.
Okay, so for example, my wife had a stay-at-home job before we had our second child.
Mm-hmm.
I told her she didn't have to go to work. Bills are taken care of. We got more money left over for extra expenses.
Okay.
But she wanted the job so she can do extra stuff that she wanted to do. Told her she didn't need to do that.
Right.
So, and I told her, hey, look, man, I saw her one day. She was getting up. She didn't feel like getting up. She didn't feel like going to work. She got tired. She was getting within her term of the pregnancy. The pregnancy started to wear on her body. I said, why don't you just freaking resign? And she resigned. But see, this was a conversation we had prior to any intention or any pre-notion or, stored in the back of her mind that, hey, look, if I hit a wall at work or if I hit some frustration or I get uncomfortable with the job, I'm going to quit. It's an understanding between both of us that we had a conversation about, and agreed upon that, hey, look, if it ever comes to that, it's okay. Things are taken care of. What I'm saying is I don't think couples are coming into the relationship saying that, hey, look, if shit hit the fan, baby, you can quit.
My question is
saying, hey, look, baby, the stuff you're doing and the stuff I'm doing is working. We're a team. The stuff you're bringing in is important. It's critical. And if we lose it, then we're going to have to freaking scramble for.
Bro, I got a question though. If he made more money, would that be different?
Yes, but
so stop. If he made more money, that would be different. That is my only point. We can move on now. I just literally am answering your question. You said, where is the end to making more money? We just broke down specifically what it means when women say make more money. It will put her in a position where she feels inclined to be like, yo, I can't stand this job, but I know like I hate this shit. Babe, just quit. Find another job, take about 3 months, find another job, don't sit around on your ass looking stupid, but find another job or either work for me, send out emails, do this, do that. Like that comfort of I don't have to be a slave to this job. I can leave if I want to. It's a feeling of security. So that is you answered your own question.
So look, I'm in agreement with you with the answer to that issue is to make more money, for the man to go make more money.
Right.
And that problem doesn't exist. But not without an understanding and an appreciation for certain careers that doesn't allow you to surpass a financial threshold. For example, you might work in maintenance or something, and you only can make maybe 60,000. And that's your passion. You love doing it. You do it well. This is something that you've always wanted to do as a man. This is your dream job.
Mm-hmm.
And for a woman to say, hey, you got to make more money may require you to leave your dream job.
No.
And have to go get another job or work double somewhere. Actually, it puts you in a position where you got to make a sacrifice.
Actually, no. Making more money, you can, I have this t-shirt line. You can, me selling these t-shirts is when I'm online, people hit me up. I don't even advertise it, but I can advertise if I want to. But so my t-shirts, right? Family empowerment. I could just simply put them on Facebook ads and invest money and sell them, right? My card game. I don't spend extra effort selling my card game. I'm not outside on the corner selling my card game. I go live, sell about 10 card games every time I go live, and I go about my business. Or I can put my card games. I don't even do Facebook ads because I don't need to, because I sell pretty good, right? But the thing about it is that does not take a lot of effort. So we're in a gig economy, right? So you said a man works in maintenance, right? Do you realize how easy it is for his supervisor to turn around and say, hey, I don't need you no more? Now what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So right. No. Look, hold on. Let me finish. But if this man actually started driving for Uber, if he actually bought an extra car, or if they had the 2 cars, put one of their cars on Turo and they rented their other car out, getting an understanding of how Turo works, probably go get 2-3 cars or whatever, put them bitches on Turo, do little things that will make you extra money on some gig type of shit, drive for Uber, drive for Lyft, whatever it is that you want to do. Do you realize that there's a lot of companies where you can buy a cargo van or a box truck and
Quick deliveries.
you can get online and it's people begging people to deliver their stuff. And you can jump in your cargo van. It ain't even got no big old truck. It'd be a cargo van. You can jump in your cargo van every Wednesday on your day off and plug into the app and make deliveries on your off day. It's little things
Yeah.
like that. So it's because the thing about it is, if you just got that one job, you are literally hurting your household, because if you get fired, you're fucked at least for a few months until you find another job.
Okay, listen, I understand everything you saying. I understand all the nuances. And I also understand that we're only talking about people who are working class, who are actually working, not people who are retired, they got a fixed income, and that they're retired and they like to go fishing every day and the bills are paid. And the woman is asking to make more money to elevate the lifestyle, to get the Coach and the Gucci and all this other stuff. And listen, I
You know that's
understand
not
we
what
can
you were
go
talking about,
down
right?
there. We can go down that route. But there's one other option that you laid out, a lot of options this guy can do to go make more money, or a lot of options in a response for a woman requesting him to go make more money. But you forgot one more option.
Okay.
And this is if this woman is in a cooperative relationship, if this woman is in a submissive role in a relationship, that option is shut the hell up. The bills are paid. You got everything you need and want it. The kids are good. Shut the hell up. I'm good what I'm doing. I ain't doing nothing else. You forgot about that part. I don't understand why you forgot about that part.
What do you
That's
mean?
a part of that's a part of masculinity that was never in the conversation whenever you and philosophical was making your points across with
I
each
don't
other.
understand what you're saying.
Sort of like what you said when you said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna go out here and build the house and build the plan and build the structure." And if she ain't submitting, her ass can go back to the streets.
Yes.
That kind of energy. That
Well,
kind of energy used as a response to, hey,
Darwin,
look, go make more
Darwin,
money. No,
Darwin,
motherfucker, sit your ass down.
Darwin, you have to make more money to be able to do that. These niggas don't want to make more money. That's the problem. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I just did a live today specifically explaining how at least 20 different women, just in different walks of life, have come across me and literally said, yes, I'll sit my ass down. Yes, women are children. Yes, I'll shut the hell up for a man like you. I literally showed it. Different women in Atlanta, whether it's on the Peep Network, whether it was, they even did it on Lucky Show. So the same show that you played, in that same show, later on in that video, I literally said, women are children. And I talked about how women are children. And every woman on that show agreed with me. So in order to have this type of sit your ass down, I'm going to be your father, you got to make more money. So for these men, hold on, for these men to actually get what I like, the effect that I have on women, part of that, you got to have the ability to make more money. It ain't even about making more money. It's about, are you ambitious enough to get out here and get it and make more money if need be?
So basically, you're saying you got to be one of those guys that can make more money in order to receive
The benefits,
submission. Submission. So
that level of submission.
that also there's levels to submission now.
Yeah, like some men could be like, because like, me and a woman is out and she act the fuck up. I'm gonna be like, you okay? And that's all I need to say. And she knows what you okay means. That it means you better shut the fuck up. Like, what's wrong with you? But another man would kind of like have to argue with her, and in order to get her to be quiet. I'm just gonna look at him like, you okay?
Listen, I totally understand everything you're saying. Make more money so you can get that level of submission. But I would argue that there's a group of men who are okay with the basic or the standard level of submission. And not, and me not knowing that there was extra levels to submission may be a reason why I'm responding in such a way. But if I'm providing, if I'm a provider in my household, and all the bills and expenses are taken care of, she got everything she needs. She don't have to want for nothing. But she has asked me to make more money. I got options. I got one or two options. I either say, okay, why do you want me to make more money? And I'm going to expect her to, have a reason, a justified reason why she want me to make more money. And the second option is the card that every man has who is a masculine man. And I say, no, I'm not making more money. We got everything we need. Everything is good. Continue on.
Because you had to spend more time to make more money. So you may not, because you may have to spend more time in order to make more money, and you may not want to do that. So that part I can, right.
That time I might want to go coach kids, or I want to give back to the youth, or I might be doing like some men self-improvement thing that may be a nonprofit or something.
I agree.
And I don't want to get away. But see, that's I reserve that as a man. I'm the leader in the head. That's a justified response. But I don't want to go that way because that's a wall. We're clear on that. I want to travel down this. What is the agenda behind asking a man to make more? Is it safe to say, because a lot of the guys in the chat were saying earlier that the reason women are asking these men that is because they want to travel, they want purses, they want all these other extra things, the material things, an elevated lifestyle.
So that's
going to require you to go out there and work extra hours.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. These dudes are so afraid of women. It's really sad. Like I said, they are so. What's up, Alexis? They are so afraid of women. It's ridiculous. Okay. And the reason why is because they don't even have a leg to stand on as it is. Like I said, but in the next few years, they really ain't going to have a leg to stand on. Because the thing about it is, when a man makes more money, just like me and you said, you have more of the ability to control the household. So, but as the woman makes more money as a single person, not even in a relationship, she's making more money as a single person, and you're so content with your life, and you're over here. At some point, she's going to surpass you, and now it's going to be a bunch of women that make more money than you, and you're going to want, like you said, submission. And she's going to be like, nigga, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, and you're going to be the one that's going to be submitting like a bitch. So the bottom line is, hold on, there's an echo. So if you as a man want to keep your balls, especially in the economy we're in, it will behoove you to make more money. Why? Because women have the ambition to make more money. Because remember, it's not about money, in my opinion. It's about the ambition, the capacity, the ability to make more money. Because like I said in the video, philosophical side, if I make $40,000 or $6,000, what's wrong with that? And I was like, no, there's nothing wrong with that if you don't have no children. But if you have a baby with this woman, now you are going to be looking stupid because you don't make enough money for a woman and a child, or a woman and some twins. She have twins or whatever. Now you're looking stupid. Now she don't like you because y'all struggling. Nobody wants to struggle. Can you play the video? Do you have the ability to play the video?
Yeah, I got the video. Let me see what I think Alexis might want to probably saw something she wanted to respond to.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey.
Hey. So there was something that I wanted to respond to. I actually agree with both perspectives. I definitely understand where Mr. Darwin's coming from about why can't you just accept this? Like everything is paid for. You're not living paycheck to paycheck necessarily, and you have what a lot of other women don't have. So I definitely understand that. But then I also understand Mr. Aaron as well, just coming from a woman's perspective. And I'm also coming from someone who doesn't want kids. So I'm not looking for a six-figure guy. I'm not looking for somebody who can just come in and make my life 10 times easier. So, but I will say women do respond to power. And that's just how women are. And I think it's the same as far as, like, for example, a lot of men will say, like, I can't find a good woman, quote unquote. That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of good women out there, but you may not just be attracted to them. A lot of men are men are attracted to what they're attracted to. And in reverse, women want what they want as well. Women want men who do make a lot of money. And it's also, I think women respect men more who does have a lot of money, who does have ambition. So I think if he is trying to make more money, she will submit more because there is a sense of security with that. And I think ultimately how our brains are wired, we are always in survival mode. So we are feeling safe financially and secure, then we will respond better and she will be more inclined to shut up, how Mr. Darwin said. But if there is ever a situation where there's any type of scarcity in her mind, then I think she's going to be a lot more combative. Like where you guys say a lot of women are combative, I think that's where it comes from. It's like well, I don't feel safe, if that makes sense.
And let me let me
Well, let me
let me
go
let me
ahead.
let me ask you a question, Alexis. You've been around me before, right? If for whatever reason you're next to me or we're out or and you start talking and I'm like, hey, sit down. Are you gonna sit down or are you gonna be like, who are you talking to?
I'm going to sit my ass down.
Yet another woman.
I'm going to sit down. But
That
I think that's because, like, I've been around you before. I know how you are. I feel safe around you. Like, we have had fun, been out with people, and I know I'm okay. Like, I know I'm good, So that's why I'm going to sit my ass down.
That was a good question. So that's good. But let me ask you a real question based on the topic. So, given what Mr. Lego said, he put it very well. I like how he put it, and I will play a little bit of the video that you requested. When isn't it safe to say in today's society we live in modern times. Women are able to compete financially with men. Education and all other aspects of growth and self development. So, isn't it safe to say the higher a woman climbs and improves in herself, the options she had to choose from in a man becomes a little bit more scarce. It starts to shrink because a lot of men are either at the same level as her or below the level. And given her hypergamous nature, she's aiming upwards all the time. She's aiming either parallel or upwards. So, how does it make sense to have such demands when you know that at the you got more desire than what's out there on the table? You're desiring more. You know what I'm saying? For example,
So,
there's a jar of 50 cookies, but you want 1,000. Your hunger is set for 1,000. You want to eat 1,000 cookies, but there's only 100 in there. So now you know that's not enough. So what do you do?
I don't really understand what you're saying, but go ahead.
yeah, what is
What
that?
I'm saying her options of men is shrinking
Sit down,
the
come on,
higher she
cookies.
climb as far as her self-development, self-sustaining financially in the society today. How are you able to choose from these men that are okay with the 60,000, 70,000 when the guys you want to pick from are among a very, very small population of men?
So are you saying what should a woman do?
I don't understand
Yeah.
what the
Okay. Honestly, I would say either she's gonna have to suck it up, quote unquote, or realize that it's not necessarily settling just because you do make more money. I don't think it's anything wrong with a woman making more money than a man. I think it does become a problem if she tries to belittle him or that respect factor. I think won't be there because she does make more money. How Mr. Aaron was saying. I also think a lot of that stems from our family. Like, ever since we were little girls, they tell us not to settle. They tell us we're the prize. And they tell us that, be the best that you can be, go to school, get education, be independent. And I think because women are hypergamous in nature, then it definitely does. It makes us a little bit unrealistic as well. I think Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, pretty much exposed the fact that a lot of women really don't know what they're asking for, and they don't really know the statistics behind like what percentage of men make the amount of money that we want, you know. And it's so crazy because a lot of women just think that men are just money machines, but ultimately it's not like that. So ultimately they will either have to come to the realization that they will be alone, come to the realization that they are going to have to quote unquote date down, or they're just going to have to be single, which a lot of women are choosing to do.
And the reason why I wanted you to play the video is because we're all over the place right now. It's just a whole bunch of random ass questions. Like, play the video so we could talk about the video, because you talking about cookies and shit, and we over here like bro. And then even when you said, if I pay all the bills, why would she want me to make money? That's not even a damn topic. Ain't nobody said if a man pays all the bills and a woman ain't got to work, the woman wants to make. Man, you just please play the video so we could be on topic, because you just saying random shit, and I don't know. It's just the conversation has gotten so.
Who was lost on this?
I'm not saying we're lost, but we're not talking about what you're talking about. But go ahead.
Okay.
Can I say this real quick?
I got a question just for you two men too, though, and you may answer it in your answer too, because I just want to know, what is the negative response we get for saying we want black men to make more money? Why is it such a why you want us to make more money? Y'all don't want more money?
Go ahead, you go first. Go ahead. First, I want to say before this, I think people can do what the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? My whole issue, I don't knock women for what they want. I don't knock men for what they want. What I think our problem is, people don't understand the tendencies and likelihoods and parameters of what they ask for. So in other words, if you want a high value man, hey, more power to you. Just know what comes with that. Just know what comes with dealing with that man, and don't.
Can you stop right there for a second?
Don't come back and torch the whole community.
Can you stop right there for a second?
Want a certain type of woman that got a certain type of look, certain type.
So right here, he says, well, if you want a high value man, you got to get what comes with it. That's not what they said. They just said make more money. And he went to an extreme in order to solidify some weird ass point that he had. But the bottom line is, I wish Kevin Samuels never said the damn word high value man, because it just made these men it just screwed these men's mind up, right? She didn't say be a high value man, whatever the hell that means. She just said make more money. And
to his defense, he didn't start answering the question yet. He just wanted to make a point first before. I think that was transitioning from the previous topic.
But do you think that's an extreme? Talking about high value man versus make more money. Make more money is if you make 60,000, can you make 90,000? That's not high value.
He didn't answer the question yet. He wasn't answering the question yet.
Okay.
To his.
Okay.
Man, in the time we live in, you can have that. But if it don't go your way, don't come back and tear down the whole community because you didn't get the result you want. That's my whole thing. I think a lot of us, we say what we want, and then when it don't go our way, oh, these chicks ain't this, or these dudes ain't. It's like, oh, you chose what you wanted. You rolled the dice for 5% man, and you thought he was going to focus strictly on you, and it didn't go that way. So to deal with that. But as far as wanting a man to make money, it's not that it's a problem. I'll give you an example. I met a woman who said, she's like, yeah, I don't mind if a man makes 60,000, but I need him to make 100. My issue is when a woman is telling a man what's not good enough for his life. Because if you want luxury and vacations and all that, you go do that. Unless you're willing to take and come and be a partnership and say, hey, baby, it's one thing to say, what can you do for me? And it's another thing to say, what can we do for each other? And a lot of women don't come into it with that. Okay, I'll make 80, you make 70, let's bust this move. I'll make this. They're saying, well, I'll make this, and I need you to come up to this point. When women come out like that outright, that's your prerogative. It's just not going to get a response from a man that's going to make him want to love you and be with you. It might make him say that, okay, maybe I can get something out of her. But if you want this loving, fulfilling husband, coming at him, telling him what he needs to make, especially if you're talking to a man who makes enough money to at least pay his own bills, have his own place to live, has his own vehicle, who are you to come into his life when he doesn't need anything from you to tell him he needs to make more money? It's kind of insulting. So I think if women thought a lot more about it, this is a way to say, hey, baby, inflation is getting up. I got some ideas where we can make some more money, where we can, that's the whole different vibe. The men is with that, but that's not what women are doing. They're saying, hey, I see you making this, but I need you to do this to do that.
All right, stop
It's
right
like
there.
the spirit of the perspective, and it's just
Stop right there. Yo, you got to know you can't just play the whole video. You got to stop it every couple seconds to say something in order to make the video transformative. Did you just keep that in mind? You can't just play somebody else's video and just let it play. You gotta.
Trust me, I got booted out of the studio for doing that.
But you was doing it. That's why I kept saying stop. So I was like,
okay, now I know. That's what I'm saying. Now I know.
Yeah.
So you want to say something on that? I mean, do you agree with what Philosophical was saying so far?
We actually have to say something in order to make the video transformative. So yes, Alexis.
I think he has a point, but then again, coming from a woman's perspective, like I said, because we are hypergamous by nature, and because we do respond to men doing better than us, and we do respond to status, and we respond to power, also money. I think that it's a little bit contradicting, and I'm giving him grace because I do know him personally, and I do admire his work. But it's like you guys tell us to choose better. And I'm not saying that money is everything, but if we're supposed to be choosing better men who can lead, I think we should be trying to choose the best possible mate. Of course, what you qualify for. Let me make that clear. What you qualify for. But I think that it's just really imperative to make sure that you're not just being with anybody just because. I think that, like I said, women respond to status, so it's kind of hard to go around that. And I know that it can be a little unfortunate, but it's the same way like men respond to them they're attracted to, So I think we just have to understand that women are women and men are men. And if you don't meet a standard of a certain woman, there's plenty of other women out there. Instead of trying to make a woman fit what you can give her, just find someone else who is okay with what you have to give, if that makes sense.
So I get what you're saying, and I understand what Philosophical was saying, as far as it can be very insulting. It's sort of like
you think it's insulting?
Well, I'm about to explain, but in these scenarios don't really happen much because men are the ones who actually approach women. But if a woman approached me, and let's say she was 40 pounds overweight, I would say, yeah, I want to be with you, but you need to go lose some weight. I could see that as being kind of insulting to her.
Why?
Because then I think it's more polite to say, hey, look, no, he's just not my type, or and actually go and entertain women who are already within that weight range.
So let me stop you.
So flip it. Hold on.
Okay.
So flip it. It'll be more like a woman cleaving to a man that's within the earning range, instead of targeting men that don't earn that much and saying, hey, look, you need to go earn this. And then I think a philosophical point was the reason why they're not targeting men who are already at the level of earning that they desire is because those guys don't desire them in return, or they don't qualify for those type of men.
So here's the problem. The women on the panel, they were just saying women are saying online men need to make more money, which means before you approach the average woman, make more money, because the average woman wants or is requiring a man to make more money, right? So that's the first thing. It's not why you're dating somebody. It's not a woman walking up to you and saying, make more money. It's women saying this online, make more money, right? So back to your analogy, when it comes to women need to lose weight, right? Men are saying women need to lose more weight. I say it myself. Alexis be saying it. You be saying it. So it's the same thing as what all three of us say. Y'all need to lose some goddamn weight if y'all want the man you want. And now women are saying, y'all need to make more money if you want the woman you want. What the hell is the difference? Risa Tisa, whole big ass, she's getting what she wants. I mean, she's getting what she can get because she's big. Well, people online is like, take your fat ass and go to the gym and you'll have better outcomes. Same thing with broke dudes. These dudes are Risa Tisas of money. They're like fat chicks, but they're broke dudes wanting love. And just like we all say with Risa Tisa, leave us alone because you're too damn big. Go to the gym, lose some weight, and then come back. And then come back. Because you can get love once you lose the damn weight. Just like the dudes. You can get the love that you want. You can get the woman that you want once you start making more money. It's the same shit. So women can't say something, but men can say it.
It's the same as the statement and the insult. It's parallel to the same type of insult. But the argument behind it, the reason, the agenda behind making such a request can be very different, given the nuances. So like if I'm saying, hey, we need to make more money. Reason why you make more money is because the money we're mishandling our funds, and we need to make more money to compensate for us misusing our funds or not being financially literate.
No.
Or is it the lifestyle that you want? You gotta
no, bro, stop. No. You apparently you ain't watched the video and you just commented.
I did watch the video. I just reacted to the whole
So the video literally said, are men too stagnant to make more money? You keep bringing up a scenario that has nothing to do with any of the video. The video is about black men being stagnant. Philosophical literally said 3 times, 4, 5 times that if I'm comfortable, I'm content with making this amount of money. What is wrong with the amount of money that I make? Nobody said anything about no managing no money.
Wait. Hold on, Mr. Lego. Since you don't understand what I'm saying, let me try to go down.
It's not that I don't understand what you're saying. You're talking about something that has nothing to do with the video.
It has something to do with it. It wasn't in the video. That was my takeaway from it. When you ask somebody to make more money, when you ask somebody to do something more than what they're doing, there's a reason behind it.
But they don't know you yet. It's just people online saying it. So contextually, a person can't tell a man to manage their money if you don't know if they're bad at managing money. They're saying make more money.
Listen, it don't require me to know anybody to make a statement like that. If I say, black men need to jump more higher online, nigga, why do we need to jump more higher? So we can get to the NBA? Like, I know it was a stupid analogy, but there's a reason behind every request for somebody to exceed what they're already doing. There's a reason behind it. That's why I asked you, what is the end goal behind making such a request?
And I answered the question.
Only makes, what is it, $52,000 a year?
That's not enough. Stay your ass single. Stay away from men. Stay away from women. Stay away from women. It's okay. Stay your ass away from women. Life is good.
I'm not arguing that it's not enough. I'm saying whenever you make a request for somebody to exceed the average or the average threshold, there is a reason behind it. Like if somebody asks me to do something more than what I'm doing, when what I'm doing is already okay and everything's working, my response is going to be like, okay, why do you want me to do this? And I expect a legitimate response. Go ahead, Alexis.
I just want to say the one thing. There's little things that come out of women's wombs called babies, and they cost money. That's why. But go ahead, Alexis. God damn.
Yeah, but we just seen Alexis just said she don't even want kids.
Women want kids. Stop it. She's the only person on the planet that don't want kids. Stop it, bro. Go ahead, Alexis.
People that saying this stuff
go ahead, Alexis.
Already have kids and got their tubes tied.
None of them got their tubes tied. Stop it. Go ahead, Alexis.
So everybody online are the ones who want to have kids.
Yes, they want more kids. Go ahead, Alexis.
So that should have been the disclaimer. That should have been identified in the question.
Bro, you just making up
that
shit.
changes the whole argument.
Alexis, go ahead, Alexis.
Okay, well, I wanted to ask because Philosophical said that it was disrespectful to ask such a request. I wanted to ask you guys, is there any nicer way to ask a man to make more money? if it's disrespectful.
I
Because Mr.
think
Leco doesn't think it's disrespectful.
philosophical stated clearly a better way to engage in a conversation like that. Like, hey, look, I think you said inflation is in. It'd be wise if we put our money together. You know what I'm saying, or you make more money so we can compensate for the things that we need. I mean, that is the response that I'm at. That's the question I would ask.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So if
I
you
can
don't
answer that
mind-
question though, but go ahead.
Okay, so I would say I'm not trying to combat that. Actually, I do think that's a really, really good way to ask someone to make more money. But in response, what would you say for the men? Because I think ultimately men are okay with where they are in life. I think they have a harder time with change.
Yes.
It's already been said that like men are are okay with being simple and minimalist. So in response to that, what would you say to the men who say, well, everything is working fine, just how it is? So how you just said that, if everything is working good, and if someone were to come to you and say, well, I need you to do this, then you would say, well, why would you want me to do that? So in response, what would you say to those women who do ask men to make more money if the man is going to automatically think that, we're okay?
Can I answer your first question first, and then Derwin answer the second question? Can I answer the first question? Because I don't want the conversation to go far. I don't want to answer the first question and Derwin answer the second question. So the first question, you said, is there a nicer way for women to ask black men to make more money?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the same thing that black women were saying to Kevin Samuels? Can you talk to me better? You're too harsh. So what you're saying or implying is that these black men on YouTube are just like black women who now they're running around like, talk to me better than that. Talk to me nicer. You're too harsh. So the same shit that women were whining about Kevin Samuels, men are now whining to women. So these men are like women. But now go ahead, Darwin. These niggas are like women.
Question, but no, not at all. It's all about having context behind making such a statement or asking such a question, giving context on why you want such a request. That's gonna be the bottom line to the whole damn video. It's gonna dismantle the whole video, man. Having a reason to ask the question was not discovered in y'all conversation y'all had. But the second question, can you repeat the second question you had, Alexis?
Yeah, so my second question was, because men are, it's not a secret that men are simple and minimalist, and they don't need to have everything that a woman wants. What would you say in response to the men who would say, well, everything is working fine how it is, and all the bills are paid, why do I need to make more money?
Well, I would say to the man, I'm suggesting that this is two people meeting and a woman is asking for this, this level of income or this level of production financially. I would say that this is the woman you want. Then you got to do what you got to do to get the woman you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can't cheat the game. If that's what you want, you got to go and do the work. So on that question, I would most definitely lean hard on Mr. Lego's way. Go do the work, get your ass up,
Mm-hmm.
go get the cargo van, go make deliveries,
Mm-hmm.
go get the car game, do whatever the hell you gotta do, because that's the woman you want.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get mad if you can't get that woman, because this woman has standards. She has these requirements.
Mm-hmm.
That's my response to that. But that ain't but from my understanding, I came into this whole topic thinking that the two were already together.
That's what I was saying as well. I wasn't referring to people just meeting up, because I think it's a little predatory to meet someone on the first day and you ask them to make more money. I mean, if women are doing that, I don't know what to tell them.
You got to remember.
But let's say that you are. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You got to remember, this is simply women online saying men need to make more money. The same exact way how men are saying you women, not you, but black women are too fat and they need to lose some weight. It's the same shit. But it's like we can't take our own medicine. And the shit is so sad. It's pathetic. We men cannot take our own medicine. You dudes have been running around, including me, saying you black women, y'all are 80% of y'all are overweight. You need to get your ass in the gym. You need to lose some weight. No man is gonna want you if you run around looking like Risa Tisa, and we cool with it. But let a woman give a man the same medicine and say you niggas is broke. Y'all need to make more money. If you don't make at least $80,000, you trash, and we don't want you. Now y'all crying like little bitches. It's the same thing. So the thing about it is, get a Risa Tisa or make more money.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question to see if you can see where I'm going with this, Alexis.
Okay.
Because I think this back and forth request for men and women lose weight, make more money, is never going to end. Because what do you think is going to happen when these men level up their finances and actually make more money? When they actually get more options and more leverage, do you think they're going to go for these same women that's making these requests, or is going to be more or it's going to be more harder to get these guys now that they've leveled themselves up, now that they can open their vision up to more women? They might not necessarily choose the woman that's making these requests. We're seeing it happen in real time. The more these men leveling up, oh, I got leverage, I got more options. Damn, this group of women, I'm on my eights and nines now. Damn, the sevens and sixes and sevens and five. Now I'm on the nines and tens. That's what's going to happen. Inevitably, it's going to just run into the fact that, okay, you don't want to target the guys that don't want you or you don't qualify for. You're telling these men to level themselves up. You basically making these men level themselves out of your range. Now you're not compatible with these guys because they don't desire you, because now they see a different plethora of women that they qualify for.
But Darwin, why do you give a shit about what women got to go through? Let them go through that. Why don't men level up and see what happens? But go ahead, Alexis.
To answer your question, I do think that's exactly what's going to happen. These men are going to get more money because it's no secret that an unattractive man in the face will be really attractive if he has the finances. So, of course, we see unattractive men with 8, 9s, and 10s all the time. So I do think that those men are in return going to go to more desirable women. However, I will say, and this is going to sound so crazy, I'm so sorry, but if black men were to make more money, this comes from someone, I've never been over 150 pounds, ever. If black men were to make more money, I honestly, truly think, I know this is sad, black women are going to get it together as far as the weight. Because honestly, black women now, what they're showing y'all is this is what y'all deserve. Y'all deserve fat women because y'all are quote unquote broke. And I'm not calling black men broke. I'm not saying that. Please forgive me for that.
No, women are fat and men are broke. Go on and say it. Black women are fat and black men are broke. Say it. That's it. That's really what the problem is. Niggas don't want to make more money and black women don't want to lose no weight. That's the actual problem.
I would say this, if black men were to really elevate to where they're making a lot of money, where they can really step out and date whoever they want, black women are going to be like, oh crap, I need to get more desirable. They're going to shed that weight. They're going to drop the attitude. And I know it sounds bad because ultimately we should not be having unnecessary attitudes in general. We shouldn't. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm the first to call out these nasty attitudes. But if black men were to level up, you're going to see so many black women in the gym. You're going to see a lot of black women getting it together, because then it's like, excuse me, they're going to start giving you what they think you deserve. Because at this point in time, I can honestly say black women, they carry themselves how they do. I don't know where he went, but they carry themselves how we do, because this is how we feel. This is what we think black men deserve, quote unquote. I'm not saying me, but I'm speaking for more black women, if that makes sense.
Because this is the crazy thing about it. Somebody is in a chat and they said black men love fat women because black men are broke. So if more black men actually made more money, fat women would be shit out of luck, because there would be no broke dudes. So The only reason
That's a
why
poor excuse. I can't
hold
accept
on.
that.
The only reason why women are saying black men love big women is because it's so many broke ass black men loving fat women. If it was,
So let me get this straight.
I'm
Let me
almost
get this
done.
straight. This is
I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So if black men actually were to do what you said, Darwin, and actually started making money, the fat women would literally be like, why ain't nobody calling me? Why ain't nobody DMing me? Like, what the hell is happening? And they're gonna be like, oh shit, I guess I gotta get my fat ass in the gym, and life will be
I don't
better.
think I saw some comments. I don't think as a collective, black men want bigger women. I'm not
Don't nobody
excusing
want no
that.
big woman. They need
I'm not.
somewhere to live. You gotta remember, broke dudes love big women because broke dudes are broke and they need somewhere to live.
okay. So now we're talking about a whole nother tech. Look, black men making more money is not gonna make black women be more healthy. So let me ask you this quick. Let me ask you
What?
this real quick, Alexis. You know how women
Yes.
that say, "Oh, I get my hair, I wear the wigs, I wear the weave, I get the Botox, I get the implant. I'm doing this for me. I do this for me, right?"
Hmm.
So whenever it's the flip side, whenever they start the health start, they start gaining weight. What is that? Is that I'm doing this for me? Or is that because black men ain't making no money?
No, I don't. I don't think it's because like they're intentionally getting big because they think black men don't make no money. But I think that because there are so many black men who don't make a lot of money who do go for those big girls because that's really all they.
Somebody saying black women divest. You can't divest because most likely you too big.
Statistically speaking, how Kevin saying you
So you can sit around and say black women divest.
weight was not.
They ain't gonna want your fat ass either. How about you say black women lose weight?
But I think it was
How about you say that? Don't say black women divest. Say black women lose weight. Somebody in the chat say black women lose weight. Y'all love to say divest, but y'all never say lose weight.
what they think
Why don't y'all say that part? Black women lose weight.
not working on their weight because they know somewhere some black men is gonna still give them attention. I hope that makes sense.
So let me ask you this, because I fundamentally believe that there are there's a there should there's women out there that love the way they look and they appreciate their health. You know, they love looking good. And it doesn't require a man to have some type of taste or desire for them to be that way. That's just how they see themselves as their image. You know, their self-esteem and all these other things come into that. I don't believe that if men say, "Hey, look, we want fat women or obese women," all the women will be trying to go be obese. I don't believe that. And another thing is, I see something opposite happening. When men are not making enough money and women are declining to keep themselves up, I see more men dating outside of their race and even traveling abroad.
What are you
I don't
talking
see it
about?
them just saying, "Oh, look, we're just gonna settle for fat women." I don't see that as a norm. I don't see that happening nowhere.
I don't know.
What?
I'm only can go off of my analytic experience.
They love fat
I'll say
women.
this. I'll say this. I think men in general, no, as a collective, I don't think they like big women. However, when black men date out, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is just what I see. I typically don't see black men with desirable women of other races. I don't personally. Like when I see black men with white women, they're normally big. Same with Hispanic and Latina. I'm sorry, that's the same thing. But same thing with them. They're typically bigger women. I don't normally see black men with in shape.
Aha. So what are they prioritizing?
It could be cooperation.
It's still
Submissiveness.
because the dude is broke. So let me say this.
Maybe.
I want to say this, and this has something to do
Hit it
with.
right on the nail, Alexis.
Hold on, this has something to do with what y'all saying, right?
Cooperation.
Hold on, this is what somebody was saying. Somebody said in my chat. You know how women love to say black women divest, right? This is same old stupid shit women love to say, right? And I said to myself, Black women love to just jump in somebody's chat and say black women divest, right? But I've never in my life heard a black woman come in the chat and say black women lose weight. So they rather run away from a group of people that are requiring them to lose weight, thinking that another group of people that it is okay with them losing weight instead of them losing fucking weight. And that is the actual issue that I have with black women. You would say black women divest, but you won't say black women lose weight because black women don't care about other black women. This shit is crazy.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to trivialize your experience or other black men's experience. I'm not out here dating these women. You know me, like I'm in the gym, so I love seeing black women healthy because I want to see us around for a long time. But I will say that I do see what you're saying though. I see more black women saying just date out because black men are X, Y, and Z instead of saying like lose the weight and to be just more desirable. So yeah, I do agree with that, you know.
You want to go back to the video?
This is a good conversation, man.
Want to go back to the video?
But I'm telling you, man, in my experience, man, and I hate to, since we have people on the panel and we actually can use our own experience, I kind of try to stay away from the percentages and statistics because I think we bring something more valuable when we actually talk about the stories we had in our life and the encounters we had and experiences we had in relationships. But I gotta tell you, man.
Play more of the video. Yeah, I agree with you. We could talk about that.
Play more of the video, right? Let me go ahead and play more of the video. Good way to cut me off, Mr. Lego. Play more of the video.
Can I say this real quick? I want to say what comes with dealing with that man, and when it doesn't go your way, don't come back and torch the whole community. Same thing with men. You want a certain type of woman that got a certain type of look, certain type of focus that we want you, and it didn't go that way. So to deal with that. But as far as wanting a man to make money, it's not that it's a problem. I do, because if you want luxury and vacations and all that, you go do that. Unless you're willing to take and come and be that outright, that's your prerogative. It's just thought a lot more about it. But it's a way to say, hey, baby, inflation is getting up.
I totally disagree with what Illa said. No, man, like niggas be broke. And wait. This is not about Illa. I said niggas be broke.
No, I didn't say it was. I'm living good. Okay. What I'm telling you is, we're not talking about a man who's obviously impoverished. You're talking about a whole different man. We're talking about a man who's actually sustaining himself. He's not broke. The problem is, the problem is a lot of these men think like women because they don't know how to deal with women without in an objective manner. So a lot of men think.
Oh, Mr. Lego, I need you to respond to that.
What's that?
Because he basically said what I said. That last card a man has is to be able to say, "Nah, I ain't making no money. Sit your ass down somewhere. We good." He's saying that men think like women because they don't know how to deal with women in an objective manner. What you got to say to that?
What he's implying is the same old stupid shit that I said he was implying earlier. He's going to the extreme of the high value man, and he's saying, oh, okay, all right, go on out there if you want to, get with a high value man, and he's going to look at you like you stupid, trying to tell him to make more money, and you're going to get what you deserve. He's saying the same. It's just a continuation of the stupid shit he was saying earlier, because altogether, the manosphere dudes are trying to threaten black women where, hey, if you get with this man over here, he's going to cheat on you. He's going to want multiple women. He's going to be doing all this stuff. He ain't going to give you no time. So you might as well be with my broke ass because I ain't going to do none of that stuff. That's what he's literally saying. It's a insecure subliminal threat to women saying, okay, go on out there and get with a better man than me and watch he treat you like shit. That's what he's saying.
What you got to say to that, Alexis?
Can you repeat the question, Mr. Lego? Or the statement?
So did you hear what the guy in the video was whining about?
Yes, but I wanted to get clarity before I responded on your take on it. Were
So
you pretty much saying that if you get with a man who has money, he's going to treat you bad, so you should be with a broke man who's not going to treat you bad?
yes, so that's what he was
Okay.
saying. It's this subliminal threat to black women. And it's literally what the red pill mindset actually is saying. Hey, if you want more, you're going to get cheated on, treated like shit. You might as well stay with us broke dudes because we're not going to treat you like shit. But if you go out there trying to get a high value man, hey, he going to cheat on you. Might as well stay with my broke ass. That's it.
Well, like I was saying before, I'm giving him grace because I know him on a personal level. I think the statement was a bit contradicting because we hear all over social media, you guys tell us to choose better. So I feel like choosing a broke man is a little
Yes.
contradicting, because you can't, I mean, let's just be honest. Money is not everything, but you can't go to Chase Bank and pay your mortgage off of love and friendship. We just have to be honest. Like, we can't beat this inflation off of love and friendship. So
Yes.
I think ultimately, yes, it's okay if a man is making average money, but to be completely broke is a stretch to just ask women to accept. And I trust me, I'm well aware of the weight issue and the masculinity of Black women. I'm not trying to dismiss that, but I think it's a little discouraging and predatory that we typically ask Black women to always be okay with less, but it's like any other group of women. It's like they're taught, and I can say this because my grandfather is white. Where they're taught to go for provider men. They're taught to ask a man to provide, but when it comes to Black women, it's almost as if shut up, take it, and just be okay with what I can give you, if that makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense. But I get when people say choose better, but I usually only hear that say it whenever they, explain a story or they give details on how the relationship was screwed up or somebody cheated or somebody got beat on and they divorced and all this other stuff. But choosing better, it also has something to do with your leverage, leveraging, you know what I'm saying, yourself. So your options that you choose from can be more lucrative to the things that you want.
Yes.
So
Totally agree.
Absolutely.
so if it's a broke dude, that's why in my video when I was initially doing my reaction, I agree with Mr. Lego because I think Illusafa was saying he's already paying his own bills, he got his own car, and Mr. Lego was like, yeah, that's not enough. You need to be able to make more so that if a woman comes in your life, you can be able to compensate for the things that she wants. And if you had twins,
A baby.
the
Yeah.
relationship wouldn't just fall apart.
Right.
Because he said 2 kills will kill the whole relationship. That's good. But then Philosophical said we're talking about a self-sustaining man and a self-sustaining woman. So if they both come together, then the dynamics of the relationship change. Maybe they'd be able to take care of their finances more. And that's when I say
Wait, did you just say maybe? See, that is the
I
point.
think they could.
See, if a woman, okay, self-sustaining is a man living in a 2-bedroom apartment and a woman living in a 2-bedroom apartment or 1-bedroom apartment, and they both have a car. That's sustaining, right? You're not really, you're either living check to check or you're living on your means, right? But then when you get together, are you saying y'all move in together, which is a problem, right? So if she's self-sustaining herself and he's sustaining himself, they're good. But if she gets pregnant, ain't nobody gonna be able to sustain nothing because, like I said, she has twins. You got doctor bills, you got Pampers, you got all this stuff. She gonna have to stop working. So one person is not going to be able to sustain themselves no more because they just had a baby or they're pregnant. So think about this. A self-sustaining woman will no longer be able to sustain herself if she gets pregnant. So that means he's going to have to take care of her stuff, but he can only sustain himself.
Yeah, I get that, but we're ruling
There's no
out
but.
we're ruling out the fact that these two is not coming together and actually planning a child and being responsible, financially responsible and considering that when these things happen, they're gonna need to be able to have earn a certain amount of money
What's your
to
point
be able to
though?
take care of the expense.
The point is they're just sustaining themselves. So there is no making more money because in his mind of philosophical, he's not gonna make more money. He's happy where he is.
Okay, so let's add numbers to this so we
Okay.
can get a bit better, more understanding.
Okay.
Let's say you're making $50,000 a year.
Mhm.
Alexis is making $50,000 a year. Y'all
Mhm.
come together and y'all make 100,000 a year. Y'all move together. Why would
Wait,
y'all be able to take care?
why are we moving together? Why are we moving
Okay, so now
together?
I don't know if you intentionally doing that.
No,
But-
like why are two people moving together? Like we're not married. We're just together.
Okay.
You talking about getting married?
Okay, well, let's add that. Let's say y'all moving. Okay, most people move together before they get married. Can we agree to that?
Yeah, but that's not necessarily. So it's two reasons why people move together. For the same broke ass reason that we're talking about.
Oh, come
so
on. Listen,
so they could put their money together.
Goddamn scenario, goddamn.
Broke people move in together because so they can save on bills. That's the main reason why people move in together. So are they moving in together to save on bills?
See, you want to add all the nuances so you can defend your point. I understand it.
We can say what your point. Two people move in together. Okay, yeah.
Let's just say two people cohabitating. They both make 50,000. Now that's $100,000 going into the household. Are you telling me in 2024 that a household can't be sustained with 100,000 coming in with two kids?
That's a little hard. I think if it was
Because I'm gonna
just
tell you
two-
one time. I'm gonna tell you. I know a brother who makes 112,000 a year, living in the DMV right now. His wife don't even work, and they got 3 kids, and it's fine.
Okay, so let me answer the question. If she gets pregnant, which is the actual scenario, I'm not just throwing stuff in, she's not going to be making her $50,000. So not
Okay, so
only
it takes nine-
hold on, not
takes
o-
9
hold
months
on,
to-
hold on. Not only is she not going to be making her $50,000, after the baby comes, she's not going to be making $50,000. And if she does go back to work and doesn't stay home with the child, you already know, or maybe you don't because your wife doesn't work. But I'm sure since you have a child, you can enlighten us to how much daycare is per day. Can you enlighten us? Because I don't know. Is it like $200 a day?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know how much
Because
that
of your
is. That shit is
situation,
expensive.
right?
That shit is expensive.
But it's expensive, right? So hold on. You got to remember, because after the baby comes, in my scenario, I said twins, right? So in my scenario, I said twins. So let's look at she makes 50,000, he makes 50,000. She moves in with him, and let's see how much is daycare. Let's see, because I don't know how much is daycare for the average child, newborn.
According to care.com, average weekly nanny cost $766. Average weekly daycare cost $321.
So we're looking at $700 to $1,000 a week for daycare, and if you have twins, that most likely is going to be $1,400 to $2,000 a week for
You said
daycare.
$300 a week, right?
It's no, it said nanny. Somebody, hold on, let's see. It
A
said to the
nanny is somebody who comes in the house.
yeah. So it says average weekly daycare cost is $736 and something about nanny care. So I don't know
But
about
the
it.
daycare was $320 some a week, so that's times 4. That's what, $1,200 a month.
Okay, average care. I can send it to you. You want me to see it? It says the average cost of child care is $400 to $1,500 a month. And then another one says average cost of inherent in Georgia is $711 per month. You know how you go Google. I'm looking at different things. So
Yeah, so
we're looking
So
between 300 and between 300 a month to $1,500 a month. I don't know where these numbers are separated or whatever, but
now look, we said that we established that they're making 100,000. Okay, so it's going to take her 9 months to have the first baby, and another 9 months or 12 months to have the
I
second
said
child.
twins, sir. Twins.
Okay, so she
They
had
come out at the
twins. It's
same
going to take her
time.
9 months to have both kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they're cohabitating,
Mm-hmm.
all the expenses at the other apartment or the resident or whatever are gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's money that you can be putting up for 9 months to compensate from her missing work for paternity leave or whatever the hell she got to do.
Okay.
These are the things that two grown, responsible adults are going to come to the table and build up a strategy. Where I don't put it past black couple. I think that that's the challenge. I think that's the challenge: being responsible, financially responsible in a relationship, and making a decision as a team to be able to tackle all of these nuances that you're gonna have to deal with when these kids come.
So Darwin,
It's not.
we got a woman on here, right? So let's just go to Alexis and say, would you be happy in that scenario, Alexis?
I'm not really understanding the scenario. Are you saying that I would be working like the entire pregnancy?
No, you get paternity leave whenever
Mm.
you get when you have well, yeah, you'll be working up to the point where you qualify for paternity leave. I don't know how many weeks
But
out
once you
before
start working, once you have the baby, you'll um either go back to work and your babies, two babies, because you had twins, would have to go to some random daycare, and it can either be 350 a month, I mean, or something like that, probably the cheap one, or more expensive one would be $1,500 a month. I don't know. So 3 to 7 to $1,500 a month, but that will be times two. So not on. So would you rather stay home and quit your job and take care of your twins, or would you rather pay, I would say, $1,400 a month for somebody to take care of your twins and you go back to work? Which one would make sense to you?
I would rather be able to quit my job.
Okay,
Um,
right there.
but
So you'll
I'll say
quit your
this too.
job. Okay.
Yeah, I would rather quit my job. I want to make it clear I don't
Mhm.
want kids, but I would rather quit my job to take care of the kids. However, but if it was a point where I had to work because financially, my husband, if he's only making $50,000 a year, then that's not enough to take care of him, myself, and then two
And two
children. So
children.
in return, Mr. Darwin, we were speaking about like submission and cooperation and just being a feminine woman. I think that's where a lot of issues come in as well.
Thank you.
Because the man is it's like a lot of women are overperforming as women, and I think there's really no room for her to be feminine. And I know people are going to say, well, other races of women do it. Every race of women has an attitude. Every race of women is going to react to having to overperform and have to perform like men. And I think and men also need to understand too that submission comes with an incentive. It does. Like you can't expect a woman to listen to you because
Sit their ass
it's her
down.
man.
Right.
Yeah, and to say that, and then she does it if you're asking her to perform just like you, because men are the leaders and we need our men to lead.
Right. So
There's one more
hold on,
option.
hold on.
Let me say something.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on real quick, Ms. Lynn.
Go ahead.
There's one more option the woman has, and it's actually going to reintroduce this whole topic from where we started from. And that option is to say, can you make more money? Now she has a reason, and what I was trying to say, she has a reason that makes such requests, and it's justified. Hey, can you make more money so I can quit working and take care of the kids? It doesn't come off as insulting now. You get what I'm saying?
But it's almost too late now because
No, it's not too late. It's not too late because this question is asked prior to even going to conceive.
Yeah.
We're talking about responsible adults.
All I'm saying is, so you're agreeing with me that men need to make more damn money then?
No, I'm saying the issue is not that they need to make more money. It's the reason behind making more money. And the issue is being financially responsible. Two adults coming together and making a strategic decision based on the future they want to have as a family. It's where we're dropping the ball at.
Let me ask Alexis. Alexis, in the scenario we painted out, do you think you would be stressed or do you think you would be happy?
Oh no, I'll be stressed out.
Stressed
Stressed out
out.
with what?
be stressed out with, well, being pregnant for one with twins, and then if I were to have to continuously work, I would definitely be stressed out. Any
Or
woman would be stressed out.
or stay home and your man is only making $50,000 and y'all got all these bills because of the babies, Pampers, daycare. Well, not daycare because you at home, but now you stress the fuck out because you can't pay. Y'all ain't got no extra money because you don't left your job. So all he has is $50,000 a year. So y'all broke with twins looking stupid.
Listen, I'm not arguing against that.
You are
I'm
arguing
saying
against
that-
it. You've been
I'm
arguing
saying
against
that
for the
the-
last 45 minutes. What are you talking
I'm
about?
saying that it does, I'm coming from I'm speaking from my own mindset as a man.
He's been
I am
arguing
not
with
gonna
this.
I'm not gonna have kids with a woman in
I'm
this
not going to have
situation
kids with a woman.
until we have, listen.
Everybody
I'm not gonna
has
have
kids with women. Bro, do you realize in a black community, 95% of children were oops babies? What are you talking about? I'm not going to have kids with
What's that
women.
That doesn't mean my principles and the standards that I have internalized have to fit to that. What I'm saying, me as a man personally, I'm gonna have a conversation with my wife and say, hey, look, you want to have kids? I want to have kids. We both make $50,000 a year. You don't want to work when you have these kids. Okay, now it's time for me to do X, Y, and Z to be able to compensate for.
I mean, honestly, I think that there's just a disconnect in general because women want what we want, and then we expect men to think like us, and then vice versa.
Damn.
Like we don't
Extreme.
understand that men are simple. We don't understand that men are okay with where they at, and then in return, men don't understand that women want to constantly grow and do better. I think there's just a disconnect between that. So of course, it may come off as disrespectful or offensive if a woman says, "Can you?" It's just because we don't know how each other operates. We don't understand that men are okay with where they're at. They're simple minded and they want us to be okay with that.
Yes.
And in return, women, we don't operate like that. We want to constantly grow and do better. That's why we have honestly unrealistic expectations,
Yes.
at times. So.
And that's really it. Women are accustomed to wanting better and growing and being ambitious. And sadly, the typical black man is accustomed to staying stagnant, and it's a problem. Yes.
That is not true, bro. I
Yes.
disagree.
That
is not true.
Okay.
I think the issue is that the conversation is not being had and it's not structured in a way where it benefits building a family and taking care of those unknown expenses that lie in the future. That's where we're dropping the ball at.
Darwin, do you realize?
I come from a family where they would tell me before I even had my kids, and we didn't have this. Man, just go have kids. We all doing it. Everybody in the hood doing it. Your mama, everybody that had their kids. It don't matter. You ain't gotta have the money. You can go get it later. No, that's not what I was gonna do. I seen it done wrong so many times, so I said I wasn't gonna do that. That's where the issue is at, right there. If you can sit there and have a conversation with your woman that you want to have kids with, and y'all both making average incomes, and y'all know y'all got to compensate for the expenses, it's going to take responsible adults to be wise enough to come together and say, hey, look, we probably need to make some adjustments because this woman don't want to work after she have a kid. I want her to be comfortable. I want her to live a happy life and a lifestyle in the marriage. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and ante up. I'm gonna have to go out there and get another job that's paying a higher salary. And these things are done before you have the kids. I get it. Y'all wanna introduce the conversation after the kids are there, like, boom, oh shit. No. There's precautions that's being taken. And that's what we gotta be able to embrace in this conversation. That's what we need to be pushing.
Actually, I do agree with that, but I wanted to add, personally, I don't think that the average black man is broke. I don't think black people are broke because we're the top consumers. There's no way that we're broke. We just spend our money recklessly, honestly. There's a reason why people do make it happen. Ultimately, you have to adjust your lifestyle. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think a lot of women are willing to adjust their lifestyle to, I don't think that in order to really like afford certain things, you're not going to want to downsize. You're not going to want to get a a domestic car, they're not going to want to stop going out to brunches and stuff. I think ultimately women want to, like after kids, they want their lifestyle to continuously be how it was. I do honestly think that, but I think in general, women are still going to feel more safe. Let's say, even if the kids are not here yet, just to be able to, okay, I know my man got me pretty much. It's like, okay, let's say I have car issues. I know my man got me. Or let's say I lose my job. I know my man has me at the end of the day because he does make enough money. So regardless if there's kids involved or not, or if we're planning to have kids, I think it's just that sense of security, like Mr. Aaron was saying. At the end of the day, we just want to feel safe, and we know that our man has us at the end of the day. So let's say any type of emergency, all it takes is another round of COVID, for people to lose their jobs. All it takes is, your car went out, you got to get a new car. So I think it's things like that to where maybe we would want our man to just be able to make more money, whether there's kids involved or not.
And that's where it's going to take you being loyal to the union and appreciating the relationship, appreciating holy matrimony, and not allowing a financial hiccup or anything like that break the relationship. We used to be able to do that. We used to be able to navigate through all the issues and obstacles that come in front of us. But now it's this lifestyle. If I'm not happy and I ain't getting things I want, I'm peeling out and I'm on to the next. So now what do you got to do? Now you got these men that's like, man. And then and Philosophical made a good point. He said, what about the guys who are actually earning enough and providing all these things and still getting ramsacked by these women?
Well, that's
how.
right. Ramsacked how? Because I hate it when men who, even me, who don't make all this money, but we keep running around whining about what those men over there that we're not experiencing is going through. Like, you can't do that because I ain't no millionaire, so I don't know what Tyrese, as an example, is going through. So I'm not going to talk about Tyrese's situation, but neither should Philosophical, because we don't know what the men going through. So I ain't never been a man with a whole bunch of money and a woman turn around and divorce me and put me on all this child support and alimony and all this bullshit. I ain't never been through that, so I'm not going to talk about it. And I'm not going to victimize myself like I am them. Because now you're trying to adopt somebody else's problem in order to prove your broke ass point. Does that make sense?
Oh shit. That was a bar, right? I'm gonna have to clip that.
Yeah, broke niggas love to look at what rich people are doing and say, well, look at the rich people. They going through this, they going through that. You can't adopt somebody else's problem and make it yours so you can prove a goddamn point. This shit is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree, Alexis?
I do agree. I wanted to ask Mr. Darwin, when you say that men with money are still getting ramsacked, what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, that was something that Philosophical was saying.
Adopting somebody else's problem.
I think Mr. Lego put it well. He was using someone else's story to make a point in the conversation. And Mr. Lego was simply saying, no, use your own story. Don't victimize yourself to make a point. A lot of us do that, though. I've been guilty of it with the racial conversations and stuff. And I've learned to kind of stay away from that and just try to use my own experiences, because when I found out when I use my own experiences and I apply that in my points, the conversation, it flow.
It makes more sense.
Yeah, because if I'm not making that much money, it's no more, and it makes no reason for me to try to say that I feel their remorse and I'm suffering their same pains when I'm not even part of that group.
But bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what these losers keep doing. All they want to do is sit around and adopt other people's problems in order to victimize themselves in every angle. See, he's a victim already because he's broke, right? But then you talk about make more money, and then he tries to say, well, if I became rich, I'm still going to have problems out of these women because these men over here who are rich go through this. So now he don't close himself in and say, see, I'm a victim either way I go, so I can't go anywhere. If I'm rich, I'm a victim. Or if I'm broke, I'm a victim. I might as well stay broke.
Now, I don't know. Like, I jumped into that conversation that you had on Lucky's Pound a little late. So I don't know if philosophical or any man was making complaints or complaining or making excuses about women over here in America.
You can play the
But I will
video.
do.
Everything he
I
said
will
is
say this,
in that clip.
huh?
Everything I just said is in that clip.
I will say this though. I do tell the men to stop complaining. I do tell them they gotta go and do the work. If you want the type of woman that you want, you gotta go put in the work. You can't cheat the game because you're only as good as your competition. You got to look at the guys that are winning and say, okay, how do I stack up to those guys?
Yeah.
And if you know that you can't compete, then you got to you got some work to do. Don't complain about the women. Go do the work because the guys that's in that group, they're not complaining. The guys that's winning ain't complaining out here.
Right.
Only the people that's out here on YouTube that's losing are the ones that's complaining.
Thank you.
And and unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I have to because it's going to show a little bit of accountability. A lot of the guys who I see saying these things, I don't even really know what they look like, but looking at them on camera, it seems that they can do some work in the gym. They could do some work with their image, their grooming, probably their hygiene, and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, damn, bro, it really looks bad for you to sit up there and say those things.
Yep.
Because the guys that's actually winning, they don't have these issues.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. And I will also say, from the point that Mr. Aaron made about how they'll make themselves a victim, whether they have money or whether they don't have money, I would recommend for guys just to make more money for themselves because, like I say, you do get more respect, unfortunately. You do get a lot more respect when you do make a lot of money, even if you're not typically in a relationship. Statistically speaking, Black men who are the highest earners actually never marry for the most part. They don't marry much, but they still have access to a lot of different women. So why would they commit to just one person, if that makes sense? So I would actually recommend for men to just make more money for yourself because then you get what you really want. You get the respect and then you get all these women. So when you become a higher earner, if you think about it, Black women are typically having kids with the same exact Black man. So you're going to be one of those men that Black women are desired, that we are desiring, if that makes sense. So we're all desiring the top earners, you'll be one of those men. You don't even have to commit to those women. They're still going to be around because women are attracted to money.
They're attracted to money. So they'll still hang around and you ain't even got to be with them.
Yeah,
all men have to do is make more money. So the thing about it is, like, for men to be so offended about a concept as simple as make more money and they're whining, philosophical is literally whining. And he's like, that's offensive. What? It's broke people freak behavior. Just like Charlemagne said, it's big back behavior. It's broke back. It's broke back behavior. It's broke nigga behavior. I ain't never had a man. I never heard a man say it's offensive for a woman to say make more money. Nigga, make more money and shut the hell up.
Well, what's going to end up happening, I got to tell y'all, from what I see out here, somebody going to have to concede. Somebody going to have to bend. It's either going to be the women so she can get the family and the love she wants. It might be a struggle here and there, and y'all might have to have some conversations. Or the man just going to have to stay single and go overseas like they've been going overseas.
And buy pussy.
Women die alone.
Yeah, go over there and buy pussy from some prostitutes for $5 because you broke.
Man, that's why I'm telling all these young brothers. Every young brother I see when I go to the gym, I'm like, bro, you out of high school, bro? What are you doing? I'm working until I, get my money up and try to get me a lawnmower business. I'm like, bro, go to the military. Go to the military. I think if you ain't got shit set up, if your parents ain't set shit up for you, by default, you should go in the armed forces. At least you coming in with a great resume. You got all of your college paid for free. You can go and have the career you want. As a start. And that's from 18 to 24. That only take you 4 years to go ahead and knock that out.
Yeah.
Or 18 to whatever.
Yeah. Makes sense. But yo, bro, I gotta go. And I appreciate you having me up, bro. This was dope.
I appreciate it, man. It was dope, man. You see, I'm over here struggle streaming, man. I'm trying to get some traction over this motherfucker.
Hey man, you already know I'm here for you. I asked y'all if y'all want to come on my stream the other day.
I was heading to the gym, man. At 4:30 to like 4 to 7:30, I'll be at the gym. And, I gotta keep this body in line, bro.
I feel you.
I can't tell my wife I want her to look like a snack if I'm looking like goddamn flat. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
All right. So yeah, man, appreciate it, Miss Let's Go. What you got any last things you want to leave with us before you? One last message to the brothers that's listening.
The biggest problem that I see with black men, like I said earlier, is that I think you little red pill dudes are so threatened by black women's ambition, where you rather shit on black women and talk mess about them instead of just becoming better black men. And if you want black women to lose weight, your ass gotta make more money. Because at the end of the day, it's the same thing. If you want black women to lose weight, you need to make more money. And if you don't want to make more money and you think somebody telling you to make more money is offensive, stop telling women to lose weight and go get you a fat chick and shut the hell up. That's it.
What about you, Alexis? You got anything you want to leave with us?
More so speaking to black women, I would love for us to be around for a long time, and to be married, and so that we can belong to a black man. So I'm going to encourage us, since no one has heard this, I'm going to encourage us to lose weight and work on our health and just work on being the best woman that you can be. So in return, our men can be the best man that they can be.
Okay, y'all heard it from them. We appreciate y'all coming on. I appreciate everybody who stuck with us. I'm gonna let the guests go. Y'all welcome back anytime y'all want to come. I'll make sure I put the lives in the chat so we can get together and have these conversations. Appreciate y'all.
All right, have a good one.
Absolutely. Good night.
All right, y'all. Do y'all agree or disagree with the make more money conversation? Do y'all think I'm wrong, or do you think men not wanting to make more money for whatever reason is wrong? I think it's weird for men being offended by women saying make more money. I don't understand what is wrong with anybody making more money. I think it's a feeling of insecurity. But like I said, to me, it's the same thing with the lose weight thing. If you look at Risa Tisa and you looked at her and said, man, if she don't get her big ass in the gym and go find herself before she goes find a man, well, you as an individual, you have to do the same thing, because some of you guys are like financial Risa Tisas. Y'all ain't fat, but y'all are, y'all need to make more money. So I think at the end of the day, if you as men make more money, you'll have more options. And if you don't make more money, you're going to be stuck with the Risa Tisas of the world, and you're going to be sitting here whining. Or you'll end up getting with a woman that's bad, that's pretty, that's fine, and she's going to be shitting on you and emasculating you. And you're going to be like, yo, man, why you keep talking to me like I'm a child? Because you don't make more money. And it's not about making money, because I don't make I'm not going to be running around saying I make all this money, but I have all the ambition. I have all the variables. I have the gumption. I have the ambition. I have the ideas. I have the ability to always make more money. I just got to come up with different scenarios, different ways. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, I got to spend money to make money. So in my world, it's not make more money, it's invest more money into yourself in order to make more money. But I'm cool with that. But are y'all cool with that? Or are y'all just going to be okay with just being with a Risa Tisa? So let me ask y'all a question. Are y'all okay with being with Risa Tisa? Yes or no? Are y'all okay with dating a Risa Tisa? All right, Jay says nope. Okay, so you don't want to date a Risa Tisa. Well, if you get with a small, fine chick that's 27 or 25 or whatever, no kids, guess what she's going to require you to do? Make more money. And if you don't make more money, she's going to emasculate you at some point and look down on you at some point because in her mind, she wants more. And if you're stagnant because you don't want to make more money, or you're comfortable making your $50,000 or $70,000 a year, and you don't even have the mental fortitude, because it's not about the money, it's about the mental fortitude to make more money. If you don't have that mental fortitude, that woman's going to either cheat on you or emasculate you because she don't want to be here. Because here's what happens with a lot of relationships. Almost every relationship ends within the first year of a baby being born. I'll say that again. Almost every relationship ends within the first year of a baby being born. Why? Either because the woman was only dealing with you because the man that she wanted to give her a baby did not want her. And she gets with you simply because her biological clock was ticking. So she got a baby. Now she gets rid of you and don't even let you see your baby because in her mind, it's not your baby, it's her baby. She don't want you. She just needed your sperm. And that's what happens with a lot of people. But I'm about to go. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Thank y'all for hanging out with me late Monday night. And if you haven't already, make sure to buy my Deeper Discussions card game. If you look up under this video, you'll see the link and the advertisement for my Deeper Discussions card game. It will help you vet potential dating prospects. So all y'all watching right now, you probably never seen this. My Deeper Discussions card game is super dope. And it will help you vet women. It'll help you vet women. Help you vet women. It'll help you vet men. It's 80 cards in this card game, and it will help you understand the opposite sex. These are what the cards look like. So go under this video right now and look for the link and hit the link and buy my Deeper Discussions card game. You won't regret it. I am out. Y'all have a good rest of your day.